2 years to the day after they were arrested on Iran's border, 2 Americans who say they were hiking have appeared in an Iranian court. The Iranian attorney for Shane Bauer and Josh Fatal says they should know the verdict within a week, and he's hoping that 2 years in prison will be enough to free them. Shirzad Bozorgmehr joins us now on the line from Tehran with more. What happened in court?
Well, according to Mr. Shafi'i, the attorney, he presented his defense, and he rejected both charges against his clients, as well as Sarah Short, who was not there, by the way. She was not required to attend. And he said that he told CNN that he was very hopeful that a verdict of guilty would be issued, but the sentence would be 2 years, which is exactly the time that they have already served, so they would become eligible for immediate release. This would not be known. It's not known yet, but within a week we should know the verdict and the sentence of the court.
Could timing help? This is not only the 2nd anniversary of their arrest, it's also, of course, the eve of Ramadan. Would that be a factor, whether officially or unofficially, in court proceedings in the Islamic Republic?
Yes, unofficially, this could have something to do with it, because the month of Ramadan is supposed to be a month where mercy would prevail, and human beings would act as each other's brothers and feel each other's pains and be compassionate. So this could have something to do with it.
Were the 2 men in court? Did the attorney have any sense of how they're faring after 2 years?
Yes, I asked him about their physical and mental condition. He said physically they were in very good shape, but he said mentally, when he talked to them, they were fine. But he said in the atmosphere of a courtroom, there is no no way that you can truly assess their mental state. But on the whole, he said that they looked good and they felt good.
And so what is, if anything, is the consensus? These men have denied all along that they are spies. Are they public figures now in Iran? Is this case well known? Are the spying accusations against them widely believed?
Opinions differ, but the official view is that they are guilty, and that's why they put on trial. It has not attracted too much attention amongst the Iranian public. It's not never been the top news in Iran.
Shirzad Bozorgmehr, thanks very much.
Phone with us. Give us a little bit of background on this case. I know that a lot of people have obviously heard about these Iranian hikers being held for this time and being accused of spying, but give us the background of this story.
We seem to have a bad line, but the background is that just a little over 2 years ago, the 3 Americans, Sean Bauer, Josh Fatal, and Sarah Short, came into Iran, according to Iranian authorities, illegally, and they were arrested by the Border Patrol and brought to Tehran and put on trial. The trial took about 2 years, just a little over 2 years. And they were apparently now, we can confirm they've been convicted of spying and illegal entry. They're supposedly have been given 5 years each for spying and 3 years each for illegal entry. But as I said, the man who has to be informed of this, their attorney, just told me that he has not been informed of the court's final sentence yet. If this is the case, and if they have indeed been sentenced to 8 years each, they will have 20 years beginning today to appeal the sentence of the court.
And of course, all right. And Shirzad Bozorgmehr, we thank you for joining us, and you can bet there will be appeals in this case. Meanwhile, Susan Candiotti joins us now by phone. She has been following the story very closely as well. And Susan, I understand you have spoken to the families of the hikers in recent days and weeks. What have they told you?
Well, certainly in recent weeks through the representatives. We've not been able to reach them as yet this day, Alina, but from the get-go, they have insisted that if their sons and daughter had crossed the border, it was simply by accident. In fact, they've said as time has gone on that they were drawn over the border while they were on a hike by some Iranian guards. So this has been an issue for a long, long time. As you just heard, the families have been following this very closely. They have hoped and prayed, frankly, that this sentence would not come down, or that if they were given a sentence, a guilty sentence, that they would be allowed to be released because of all the time they have served so far, more than 2 years spent in a jail. They've had a tremendous amount of support since the beginning from people who are following their case online, that have spoken out on their behalf, from world figures who have come to the hikers' defense. And remember, Alina, it was just last year that Sarah Shord was released, and she has also been doing her best, going to the United Nations, speaking before various groups, asking for help to have them released. So if this sentence is accurate, if it holds up, this would be devastating to everyone.